What's up everybody, this is Mike, and in today's video I want to talk about a problem that has unfortunately become a lot more popular among the drone community lately. What I'm talking about is called drone flyaways, and basically a flyaway is your drone acting weird, flying by itself in a random direction without you being able to control it. And unfortunately that usually ends up with a broken or a lost drone. So whether you have a DJI Mavic Pro or a Spark, this video is for you. So how can you protect your drone? How can you avoid having a drone flyaway? Well, basically there are 5 very simple tips you need to follow every time you fly if you want to significantly lower the chances of this happening to you. So without losing any more time, let's jump to tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to watch out for magnetic interference, and this is huge as this is the main reason why we have drone flyaways in the first place. Calibrating your drone has a huge impact on how the drone is actually going to perform in the air, so make sure you find a good location free of obstacles, free of power lines, towers, magnetic objects, and basically anything that could be bad for your drone. So just a large field with trees on it is a good location. So find a safe place like this one, calibrate your drone there, and don't make the mistake to calibrate every single time that you fly your drone. Now, this is a very old recommendation that we used to get on the previous models of DJI aircrafts, and basically all sorts of aircrafts from the past that didn't have this more advanced technology. So we used to recalibrate our drones every single time before we go flying. Now this is a mistake as a bad calibration determines the way that the drone is going to perform in the air every single time until the next calibration. So if you do a bad calibration once, then all the future flights that you're going to experience with that drone are going to be bad, and the drone itself will be a bit more, let's say, confused while flying in the air. So make sure you calibrate once and recalibrate only if you're going a very large amount of kilometers or miles away from your first calibration point. So to summarize, make sure you make a good calibration once, do it properly, and then do not recalibrate every single time before you go flying. Then your drone will be a lot more responsive, a lot better performing in the air, and you definitely minimize the chances of having a drone flyaway. This next tip is kind of obvious, but you will be surprised to see how many people actually forget to look for that. So make sure your GPS signal is strong enough so your home point can be updated and recorded before you start flying. Once you see this little green icon on the left hand side of your phone, you will also hear a voice prompt letting you know that the home point has been updated.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Yes, that's how it sounds. Tip number 3 is to keep your drone in your line of sight. That means you have to be able to see your drone at all times. This is a huge deal as we're kind of getting spoiled by relying simply on our video feed, and that's not a good idea as we're unable to see any obstacles on the way, any small power lines or branches, or basically any other obstacle that could be on the side of the drone or behind it. So that definitely increases the chances of having a crash or any other sort of problem. So keep your drone in your line of sight, or at least have a spotter that can tell you if there is any obstacle on the way. My tip number 4 is to reset your home point every time you switch location. This is especially helpful if you're flying from a car, a boat, or any other sort of moving object, as the drone will continue to fly back to its original home point if you initiate return to home. To reset your home point, you simply need to go into the home point settings. This is the first menu in the settings tab from the DJI Go 4 app. Once you go there, you will see two different settings. The first setting is with an arrow. This will make the aircraft's position your new home point. And the second one is a person. That this is basically you holding the remote controller. That will make your current position the new home point. There is also a new feature that was released lately. It allows the drone to record the home point automatically. That is only if you're using gesture mode or active track mode. But that's also very useful, especially if you're moving. The drone then records the home point automatically and updates it every 10 seconds. My last tip is to set a return to home altitude. Even though DJI's newer drones have vision systems that basically allow you to fly over and around obstacles during return to home mode, it's still a very good idea to set a return to home altitude. For one, the obstacle sensors won't work in low light situations, and pure glass surfaces or water may not be detected. Also, the obstacle avoidance sensors may not detect thin objects like tree branches or power lines, so I really suggest you to set a nice return to home altitude. I set mine to 30 meters, but it really comes down to what obstacles could be in the way of your flying location. So before you start flying, take a look around, see what are the tall obstacles in your way and act accordingly. Maybe select 50 meters of return to home altitude, then you will be safe and you will be able to pull down the drone by yourself. And there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 tips on how to avoid a drone flyaway. I hope you found them useful. Please like the video if you did, and let me know down in the comments if you have any more tips that you want to share with the community. Let's share the good stuff with each other. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. I'm really upping my game and I'm planning to upload a lot more frequently now. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Subscribe for more and I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Ciao.